All right, we're back at Mount Tamalpais State Park. This is the Pantol Camping Grounds parking area here, and we've been here before. I'm actually going to do a different loop. I found what I've been looking for a minute, which is a kind of a back door to Muir Woods, if you will, because it's so hard to organize a hike rather at Muir Woods because the parking reservations. And if you reserve parking, or if you on different different hours, like they have like a hour thing, right? And so you can be in like vastly different parking lots. So it's really hard to get a group together. So I've been not doing that with the hiking group, but I found this particular loop which goes from here out to Muir Woods and back again. It's a kind of a loop. It's like a stem and loop sort of a thing. So anyways, some of you might recognize this parking lot, maybe not from the video, but you'll recognize it when you get there. Here's Brian.
Hi.
And we are hiking in the rain today, if that's not obvious. We'll see. I don't know, we'll see what the weather's like. The group hike is scheduled for October 2nd, so and that's a couple weeks out because I've got plans next weekend. But that's yeah, that's all from the parking lot. There's bathrooms over there, and it's $8 to park. Bring cash because the ranger's station's not open as early as we'll be here on October 2nd. So we're gonna get started.
You have probably heard me speculate that there must be a way to get down into John Muir Woods down here from some other trailhead up here. And I found it. I'm sure this isn't the only way to do that, but this worked, and it was actually it was really lovely, as you'll see watching the video here. A nice little hike. It's down and up, which is also my favorite. I mean, could not have been better for me anyway. I know some folks don't really like the down and up experience. I prefer it. I feel like going down on fresh knees is much easier on my knees, and then going up doesn't really require, the same measure of stability in the knees, as you're just using your thighs to drive up the hills. Lots of lovely cutbacks. We did ignore some detour signs. There's some trail work and stuff going on, so be prepared to break the rules a bit. I think this is actually where we did do that. So I suppose we could have done this, or we could have done this. We could have gone another way, but I don't know. I'm a rebel. So, and I guess now it's on the internet for everyone. It did not prove to be 7.1 miles. It did prove to be a bit more elevation than that. I said many times in the video that it was a stem and loop, but it's actually 100% loop. My mistake. So yeah, y'all can all point and laugh. I think that arguably this is a little bit of a stem right here because these trails are separated by about 50 feet. You can literally see them. This is the very touristy area. Where's the satellite view? So you can see here that this is largely covered. We were under the canopy the whole time. I mean, it was raining when we departed in the parking lot. You couldn't tell once you got under the canopy. I think it did stop raining at one point. You couldn't tell because it was just dropping down out of the canopy. Even after it quit raining, so it wasn't entirely clear to me when the rain stopped and such. But lovely, just beautiful redwoods and creek and bridges. All the elements of a beautiful hike. I wish we had done this earlier in the year because now it's getting to be October. It may or may not be raining. It may or may not be chilly. This is definitely one that I'll do again and again. There's also, bring your credit card if you're inclined to do some shopping. There's a little tourist, there's like a little store down here at the bottom, as well as food. So I have a feeling we might end up hanging out there at the midpoint for a minute with folks, but it's all good. Just save your appetite because we're going to go to Gott's Roadside after the hike, which is quite good. So that's all I've got to say about that.
All right, we're wait, do that again. We're about a mile in. We're going down from that panthole parking area. Nice job, B. Down into descending into Muir Woods. So I didn't look at the elevation profile before I decided to do this hike, but it looks like it's one of my favorites. It's a down and up, which I love a lot because I get to go down on fresh knees and then climb up when my legs are nice and warm. So yeah, you can see this is going to be, I don't know, it's a little bit of a loop. I'm just following the maps here, guys. I don't know I don't know things. I just rely on my phone. If my phone were to die, I don't know, I would probably muster some primal instincts and find my way to something, but hopefully that's not necessary today. Right, B?
Yeah.
You feel like getting primal?
Nah.
Nah. It's a paleo hike?
Yeah.
No, it's not. No. This is not paleo. We're not doing paleo today. So we are fasted. What is that? Keto? But anyway, yeah, you get the idea. It's quite lovely, quite covered. I don't know if it's raining or if it's just dripping. It's awfully moist.
It's coming from the Ralston Park and Ride in Belmont near my home, up through the city, up the 101. You're going to catch Highway 1 up to the, what is this, Panoramic Highway. So it's a lovely drive. Give yourself plenty of time. It might only take an hour. Well, I mean, if you're coming from Belmont, it might only take an hour. It's probably going to take longer than that. Going through the city is very unpredictable. So give yourself plenty of time on that. Maybe do some ride sharing. If I zoom in on the parking lot here, there is lots of parking. It's $8 to park. You'll probably want to bring cash because last time we were there this early, some of us have been here. The last time we were here this early, here's the parking lot. Here's how big it is. There are a number of toilets, in fact, but the ranger station was not open when we got there. So you'll want to bring cash to pay for parking. I think these spots up here are free, so if you get there extra early, you can park there. Yeah, last time we went up Matt Davis Trail. This time we're going to go down Alpine, or no, we're going to go down Alpine, and I'll get into the trail here in a minute. So we can kind of walk through the trail in a minute. But anyway, you get the idea. If you're coming from the South Bay, bring a friend. It's going to be a long drive if you're coming up from San Jose or Fremont or, whatever. Yeah, that's all for the driving directions.
Did it start?
Yeah. Hey, B.
Alright.
All right, we're at 2 miles here. I'll be quiet. You might be able to hear the creek. We've been coming down the mountain. What is that? Coming down the mountain. I'm trying to think of the band. I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows.
I don't know.
Oh man.
Here you go.
Oh man. Butthole Surfers. Is that Butthole Surfers?
Pebble surfers?
Oh man, what's the name of that song? Ah, this is gonna wreck me. Okay, anyway. Way to destroy the piece of nature. I'm trying to think of some random song by the Butthole Surfers. But it'll come to me. It'll come to me. It's lovely out here.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell if it's still raining because we're under the canopy quite a bit. I've actually pulled my hood back. But anyway, that's more than 360. How about if we end the shot on Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Sing the song, Brian.
The butthole smellers song? I don't know how it goes.
We're gonna work on this for the next shot. All right, we've been traveling along these. I don't know. What do you call it? What do you call these? Like it's like, this path, this like wooden path. For some time now, there are lots of touristy looking people wandering around.
Too
Like
many
in,
people here.
huh?
Too many people here. And
There's lots of people in sneakers and shit, and obviously we're getting really close to the visitor center here, so, which was sort of by design. Like, I wanted to find a trailhead that we could use to get down into Muir Woods without having to deal with the parking reservations and all that stuff, as aforementioned. So that's working. I feel like we're at 3.2 miles now, so I feel like we must be getting really close to the visitor center, because as I recall, this was like a 7 point something altogether. So we're making pretty good progress on that. And yeah, there's like lots of people here. This is sort of the, this is like where all the tourists come. So we're gonna head down and see if we can find the visitor center. All right, so we're at 4.2 miles here. We're headed back up the hill. Still a lot of folks around. It's quite the popular trail, I guess. Yeah, some folks park in the parking lot and check out the visitor center and turn around and head up here. So, did you just find those?
yeah.
Nice.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you were wearing those?
Yeah, I was wearing.
I'm very oblivious this morning. So, I don't know. Let's see. You can kind of see up. It's still quite foggy. I don't know if you could say this is not so much rain per se. Sorry, I'm going to pan quickly by those folks. So, anyway, that's the 4 mile 360 for folks. So, say bye, Brian.
Goodbye.
All right, we are climbing fast.
Yep.
Just crushing this trail. Trying to get it all done in 3 hours. I think we might come up short of that goal, but we're long of that goal. Anyway, but yeah, this is what it looks like. Still very misty day, which was sort of by design. I don't know how warm it's going to be in October, but I kind of intended this to be our last coastal trail for the warm season, and so I feel like it's definitely not hot. I'm still wearing my beanie. It is warming up though as we climb, or our bodies are warming up anyway. But it's still a very lovely trail. It's actually a nice day for hiking, arguably. Like I'm not overly fond of hiking on warm, dry, hot days. That's just brutal. Brian, one more time for this shot.
Bye.
We're almost there. It's all uphill from here. All right, we're at 6 miles. We're about a little over 1,200 feet in, and two and a half hours, just short of 2.5 hours. AllTrails says 30 minutes to the end of the trail. We'll see if we can beat that, but still, we're on track to get this done in less than 3 hours. So the fog or mist, this isn't fog, it's too high up, but whatever this weather is hasn't cleared, has it, Brian?
No.
Oh, he's ducking out of the shot there.
No, it hasn't cleared either.
Yeah, so anyway.
Hotter than you'd expect.
It is, well, I don't know, I'm wearing a rain jacket over my hoodie, so
Oh yeah.
and it's not very breathable, so I feel like that's definitely keeping me warm, but it's also keeping me dry for the most part. So anyway, that's more than a 360 at 6 miles. All right, we made it. 6.7 miles, just over 1,500 feet of elevation, just under 3 hours. So it's raining again. I think it actually had stopped raining for a little while we were hiking. I don't think it was all about the canopy, but lovely day for a hike, yo. We'll see what it's like 2 weeks from today. It may be raining, it may not be raining. I can't promise you rain. I kind of like it, but definitely bring, be prepared. If you live in California, you've heard this a million times. If you don't know this, suffer. Just suffer. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, like and subscribe if you watch this far. I'll see you in 2 weeks.